Hello there, welcome to a tyke farming in the Philippines. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ding-a-ling-ding-dong the bell. It's Thursday morning, 6:30. We've got 2 men on site, drillers. The drill's going. Now, we had rain last night for about an hour. It wasn't heavy rain, but it was steady rain. And in that hour, the 2 tanks on the cabin overflowed, and the tank at the piggery was full to the top. Didn't quite overflow. So that's what you get in an hour here of steady rain. Now this afternoon, this evening, tomorrow, there's going to be heavy rain. So the tanks are going to be overflowing. I checked the tank this morning. The drill was going. The tank was about 3/4 full. So the drillers now are using an enormous amount of water at 100 foot deep. I don't know how much further than 100 foot. The last I was able to get out of them before the motor broke down was they'd done 4 feet in that day. But they've changed the drill bit now, so they're back to the original drill bit. I would imagine they're going to make better progress. But it's a two-edged sword, the rain. It solves our immediate problem, but if after this heavy rain there'll be water at the bottom of that well, and I don't know if that will cloud the issue, and we'll be thinking, oh, we've got some good water now at 110 feet or 120 feet, and that'll be Sway's decision making and say, well, that's deep enough. This top well will be pumping water again after the next 2 or 3 days with the heavy rain. Say at 120 feet for the bottom well, they'll have plenty of water to pump, but it won't drought-proof the farm. If we get another spell of no rain for 6 weeks, the well's going to pump dry. So, you know, it's a problem. What decisions do you make? But we'll see how it goes as we go along, and hopefully make the right decisions. I do get comments, oh, all this should have been done before you built the piggery and all that. And they're really nonsense comments, because everybody knows everything about everything with hindsight. Now, before we built the piggery, we put a well in, and we had water from that well for 12 months. Then I put a header tank in to catch the water off this side of the roof, and that's working well, obviously, when it rains. Now the far side of the roof, which is a slightly bigger roof, that was going to feed a storage tank, a bigger tank altogether. That was the original plan. But when we got problems with no water, I changed the plan to put a bore in, if you like, an emergency bore. And to help pay for the cost of that, I decided not to build that tank. Now, with hindsight, of course, it would have been better if I'd have stuck to my original plan. But we don't have hindsight when we're planning these things. So comments saying, oh, you should have sorted it out before you built the piggery, are just bloody nonsense, let's be honest. So I'll go and have a look at the drillers, and the boss is back, and I'll see if I can find out a bit what's going on. And as usual, I'll make a couple of videos throughout the day, and we'll get back to you shortly. It's 12 o'clock. We've just started lunch, so we'll see what we've done this morning. We shuttered up at the back, apart from the end panel. We've got a board there, which is a bit rotten, so they're probably not going to use that, I wouldn't think. Oh, there's a board there. Yeah, so they're going to shutter that up. They've put the spacers in. I don't know if you can see or not. I can't see anything on the screen. So the spacers have been welded in. I can show you here. That's the spacers they put in. So that's got to be fastened on and braced up. And then we'll be pouring concrete. So we'll go down and have a look at the pigs and what we're doing down there. I've made a couple of signs out for pork meat, which are a bit better than the other signs I had. We are selling a bit of pork. Not an awful amount, but really it needs displayed in that freezer. I need some stainless steel trays, and the gate needs to be open, and people need to be encouraged to come round the side and look. We had a fella in this morning to buy a pig, and showed him the pigs are all nice and clean. Pleased they didn't come last week. So he's going to talk to his family and see if they can get the money together to buy it. And it's one of the older pigs, the male one, in that pen over there. And I would think it'd be 65 kilos, maybe a bit more. I did say he could have one of these, but I'm pleased he didn't take one. These will be 55 kilos, I would think. But I'd like to grow these out. The nice pigs. We'll get more value if we take them to 100 kilos, I think. These will be going on finisher, these older ones, some on order. And we've just started up the drill. Now we were complaining this morning with the rain last night that the borehole's collapsing and they're pulling up mud. But at least the ground's soft. And he's got a new length of pipe on, so they are going down now again. Might be 110, that one might be 120 feet. 1, 2, 3, there's 4 lengths left. 5 lengths left, and I think in total they could go down to about 210. So I think that'll take them 220 feet, that one. So hopefully it'll go down this afternoon. If it does, I'm pretty sure we'll get to the depths we were planning to get to. So I'll leave this video there and I'll do another one this evening. 4:45. We're ready to pour concrete. We didn't get it poured this afternoon. We've got all the sand and gravel bags. So we're going forward there. We had other jobs to do as well. We got an order for 8 kilos of pork. Which was one piece of pork. It was half shoulder and half rib. Now I'd previously cut up a couple of days before a leg of pork into nice roasting slices, maybe 3-inch wide, and I'd cut up a shoulder of pork into nice joints, which was well marbled, ideal for roasting or pulled pork. And we sold 1 or 2, but no, this 8 kilos of pork, he wanted it chopped up, so I got Win and Rammel to chop it up. Normally they use a machete, but I give them a cleaver. Plastic feed sack on the ground, and chop into 2-inch cubes approximately. And the customer was very happy with it. I forget how much they paid now. And it just shows that, you know, my ideas coming from the West about a nice piece of pork for roasting, because that's how we'd cook it. But here, no, they stick it in a pot and they boil it up with garlic and onions and Jean said vinegar and soy sauce, of course, whatever you call it, soy anyway, and that's how they cook it. So that brought it home to me that I've got to change my ideas. So we're running out of pork in the freezer now. We've sold 1 large pig, or the largest one. We've sold 1 of them going out, I think, next Monday. So Jean's wanting to keep the female one to breed off. I'm not sure myself. I think I'd rather wait and pick a couple of females out of the smaller pigs, but anyway, if we don't, we're looking at these 5. And but first I want to work out the cost of feed and see the profit margin if we're going to kill 1 or 2 before they reach 80-100 kilos. We'll be killing them at 60 kilos, 70 kilos possibly. So we need to know the profit margin, whether it's worthwhile butchering them now or growing them out a little bit more. But the sales of pork are definitely going to take care of all the pigs we've got at the moment. We'll sell all these to the shop, which is a good thing. So now I've got to think about getting more pigs in. And I was putting that off until the water situation improves. We're going to get rain the next 4 days, starting tonight. If that top well starts pumping water again, then I'll be more confident about buying more pigs, because the well down here is still unknown. They're down 210 feet now, and there's a length of bar on to take it to 120 feet, and the going is soft, and it's very wet. Obviously they're pumping water down the well to bring the spoil out, but there's more water coming out the well than what they're putting in, so that's quite encouraging. Things change so quickly in life in general. A couple of days ago, when we were in the hard rock, and he was pumping out, and he pumped out, I don't know, 20 litres, or was it 40 litres in an hour. Well, that was no good at all, and I was a bit gloomy about it. But now it's looking completely different. It's looking like we've got some good water down there, but I still want to take it down to 175 feet. But normally if they stop drilling, they've gone home. Normally when they stop drilling, that hole there, the borehole, is soon drains out, soon goes dry. Well, they stopped drilling maybe 2 hours ago, and it's still full of water. It's not draining out, which suggests that there's water filling that hole. I don't know, it's a new experience for me, is drilling a bore. But things are looking good, so we'll maybe seriously start looking for more pigs. I've got the money to buy another 10 piglets, out of the money we sold the pigs for, and out of that money bought the last lot of feed, and there's more feed coming in maybe tomorrow, finish a feed. So with that feed there, and then the money we've made from pigs will buy the next lot of feed coming in as well. So it's becoming self-financing, and not a drain on my wallet, which is a good thing. So yeah, we're making good progress now on all fronts. That Sari shop is going from better to better to better. I'll just show you the gates. I'm collecting bottles at the same time. I'll show you the gates. I've said it a few times on video. They couldn't understand why I wanted gates across the aisleway. Now they do, because when we weigh pigs and that, they see now the gates control the pigs. And it's all about control. Now this gate, when it's open, it won't open any further than there, but it'll nicely block off if we are moving pigs down the aisleway. It'll nicely block off so they can't get round the back of the gestation crates. And this one here, if you're bringing a sow out from the gestation crates to the farrowing pens, you just open this gate, and there's nowhere to go apart from into that pen. And then if you move it back to here and open that gate, straight into the second farrowing pen. It's dead easy, it's dead simple, but it's a concept here anyway that they've never come across before. They couldn't understand why I was wanting gates across the aisleway, but they take no convincing now because they've seen it working. There's nothing worse than chasing a bloody 80-kilo pig up and down the aisleway trying to get it into a place where it doesn't want to go. So yeah, that's it for today. We'll do another video tomorrow. Lots of rain coming tonight. It's going to be raining all day tomorrow. Tanks are going to be overflowing. And all that water dripping away is going to be heartbreaking, seeing it pouring out the bloody tank. But on the other hand, it's not be wasted. The tanks at the cabin will overflow. 4 days of rain, a couple of days after that, hopefully, the top well will be pumping water again. So we'll leave it there, and we'll do it all again tomorrow.